Hello. All right. 3. That's the number of times out of 8 that I spent Christmas Day on a warship or standing duty in some facet for the United States Navy. All right. Now that's a pretty easy thing to remember, believe it or not. My name is Drew Nchols, and I've spent several years in the military. And that gives me firsthand experience with the demands and the sacrifices that come with being a person in uniform. All right. In the recent years, there's been a noticeable challenge in both recruitment and retention in the United States military as a whole, right? The implications are not only for the personnel serving, but for the military's ability to like meet its future operational needs and continue to perform in the facet that a military does, right? Um, 2023, the U.S. military missed its overall recruitment target by 41,000 members, and the Army alone fell short by 15,000 of those recruits. 15,000 short in one branch, right? That highlights a significant gap in the number of service members needed to meet the military's requirements. Okay. While recruitment is an ongoing focus, the retention of current service members presents a unique challenge. All right, this is a challenge that we are going to have to deal with as the American people. Um, One of the key issues contributing to retention problems is what's known as a gapped billet. I have firsthand experience with gapped billets, and I know the kind of detriment that they provide to the crew or to the service members around them, right? This occurs when the position within the military is left vacant due to a service member leaving or being reassigned, right? And then that position not being immediately refilled, right? This can happen when, a service member has a baby, right? Sometimes things happen unexpectedly, and or when somebody gets into, like, let's say two service members get into a dispute over something that one of them might have to leave. Okay, so these things happen, right? Um, and when personnel are required to stand duty, during holidays or on weekends, time when you would normally have with your family, and there's service members that are missing out of the command, this provides a conflict because there's more time that needs to be filled and roles that need to be filled than what can be filled by the personnel that are currently on the ship. All right. Now, there's also problems with keeping service members in, and one of the contributing factors to retention challenges is the military's benefits that are provided to service members, right? These include healthcare, housing allowance, education, retirement funding, right? Um, these are like the main incentives for individuals to remain in the service, but these benefits alone may not be enough to mitigate the ongoing demands and challenges that service members face on a daily basis, right? So, with that, we need to also watch the pace at which global military assets are produced. Um, Aside from just the national, we need to keep a bigger eye on maybe the international picture, right? Because a report from Naval News notes that China is launching new warships at a rate nearly 3 times that of the U.S. Right? This reflects broader concerns regarding the military's ability to stay competitive in the face of increasing global military activity. All right. So to conclude things here, the U.S. military is currently facing challenges in both recruiting and retaining members, right? Um, Gap billets, positions remaining unfilled for extended periods, right? Um, so combined with the commands of standing duty, limited time off, and the need to maintain readiness, right, in both the competitive global environment and in the military environment itself, there are a set of issues that should maybe be looked at. Okay, um, addressing these challenges will require a multifaceted approach to ensure the military is staffed with an adequate number of personnel to meet both current and future needs. Thank you very much.